Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today's November 8th, 2020, and this is episode 125. Today we're going to take a look at Thor. This is the new arc called Prey. It's going to be a 6-issue arc. This is Marvel number 9. And Donny Cates is still taking the reins on this as writer. And Nick Klein actually returns after a 2-issue sabbatical to write or draw for another series. So this is kind of a confusing transition here. For this first issue, what we get is we start off with Thor thinking about Dr. Donald Blake, who hasn't been part of his life in a while, and he's decided that he kind of wants to go back to those times again. Live in Dr. Donald Blake's human persona for a while in nice suburban surroundings. Just got another ad. Boy, these ads just blow me away. Another ad. Just kind of live life a little differently for a while. He needs a break. After issue 6 of The Devourer King, if you recall, all was not well with Thor. He was different. He was tired. He was weary. World weary. He wasn't sure about himself's power as being a king. It was a whole new responsibility, and everything, the world just weighed very heavy on him. So here he's thinking, maybe I need a weekend away as Dr. Donald Blake back to this suburban paradise, nestled along these huge trees here. Some really nice art by Nick Klein. And then we get our double spread credits run here. Prey, part 1 of 6. Donny Cates, writer, Nick Klein, artist, and Matt Wilson is the color artist. If you want to pause here, you can take a quick look at some of the previous action that has happened in the last 8 issues or so. Okay, we're going to move on now. Thor was created by Stan Lee, Larry Lieber, and Jack Kirby. So first off, Thor's up there, and he has been contemplating many things. He gets in touch with Loki, and he mentions to Loki that he wants him to lie for him for a little bit because he wants to go away for a weekend. And Loki senses something's wrong. He also says, I don't want to be the god of lies. I want to be the god of myths and stories. But he agrees to go ahead and lie for him. And he knows something's wrong because Loki's able to actually pick up the hammer of Thor. So Thor just immediately kind of just says, okay, thank you. I'm going to be Donald Blake for a weekend. I'm just going to chill out for a while, and he takes off. But all isn't as seems, because Loki realizes that, let me get another ad, like this is a 4-pager. I'll do a quick look at this. So Loki, get away for a little bit, we'll open her up. You can see all the neat stuff that's going on. This is huge. 4-page spread. Okay, so Loki realizes something's wrong right away. And as Thor plummets to Earth, he realizes all is not right as well. And when he gets there, or to where Dr. Donald Blake lives, everything has changed. There's an eclipse going on. There's just murder and mayhem, dead people around. Just not a good sign. I think that's someone has committed suicide there. And he doesn't know what's going on. He's kind of out of it. He's been out of it since issue 6, when he caught that the Dark Winter's snowflake in his hand and let it be absorbed into himself. So he's got something going on inside him that's been going on, festering for at least 3 issues now. And so the more he explores, the more he sees things are not right in this alternative world here of Donald Dr. Blake. Now, in the meantime, what he wasn't expecting is Dr. Donald Blake looks totally different, and he's in Asgard facing off against not Hulk, not Captain America, not Spider-Man, not this, the Ten of Swords, or whatever this thing's called, uh, Loki. So Loki confronts him, and it doesn't go well for Loki in this quick fight scene. Now, Nick Klein does a great job of the action on here. It's not a lot of action, but his artwork, especially like in the stunning scenes where Thor is back in Donald Blake's neighborhood, um, just really good. Just really enjoyable to look at and to study each frame and the things that are going on. So Dr. Donald Blake has no problem taking down Loki at this point because he is, in one sense, acting as Thor. But he makes it loud and clear, he will never be Thor again, as he cracks the stick over his knee. And that's the stick that turns Dr. Donald Blake into Thor. So here's a copy of the next issue, the cover. Look forward to that. I hope there's a little bit of a confusing issue. There was a lot of very flowery narrative throughout, just as you can see, all these black boxes basically. Just a lot of it. And I think it could have been a little bit more summarized, a little more explanatory, rather than going into almost prose and poetry at times. But it is a recommend. I think it's going to pick up. It'll get a little bit more interesting and more easy to understand as it goes along, because just judging from the first 6 issues, I think there's something going on here. It's another transition for Thor, and he'll be a different god, I think, at the end of issue, what'll be 14? Let's hope so. Anyway, I'm going to give it a recommend for now. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, so please subscribe, please like, please leave comments. If you dislike, please leave a comment why. I'd like to know so I can get better. And as always, this is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes, bidding you adieu.